Have you ever looked at your bank account and just sighed? You work so hard. You put in the hours, you save a little bit here, a little bit there. And still, it feels like you're on a treadmill. It feels like you're running, but the landscape never changes. We all want to build wealth. We want to be financially secure. We want to feel like our hard work is actually getting us somewhere. The truth is, most of what we think we know about money is wrong. We're taught to chase a bigger paycheck. We're told to get a good education, find a stable job, and climb the corporate ladder. We're taught that a high salary is the ultimate goal. But what if that's the wrong way to think about it? What if a high salary isn't the key to true wealth? What if it's actually just another form of being an employee? There's a huge difference between a salary and wealth. A salary is what you earn for your time and effort. It's an exchange. You give your time, your skills, your energy, and you get a paycheck in return. It's a transaction. You are essentially renting out your life. And it's a good deal, don't get me wrong. It provides stability. It pays the bills. It allows you to build a comfortable life. But it's not the path to becoming a true billionaire. Think about the richest people in the world. People like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, or Bill Gates. Did they get rich by earning a salary? No. They got rich by building something. They built companies. They created value. Their wealth isn't a paycheck. It's the value of the businesses they own. Their money isn't in a checking account. It's in the value of their shares. Let's call these two different kinds of money. We have personal money and we have corporate money. Personal money is what's in your bank account. It's the money you use to buy groceries, pay for gas, or take a vacation. It's your hard-earned cash. Corporate money, on the other hand, is the money inside a business. It's the money used to pay employees, buy supplies, and expand the company. It's the money that makes the company run. And this is where the game changes. Most of us are playing the game of personal money. We focus on maximizing our salary. But the true game is played with corporate money. The rules are completely different. The tax implications are completely different. When you earn a salary, a huge chunk of it is taken away in taxes. Income tax, Social Security, Medicare, it all adds up. By the time it hits your bank account, a significant portion is already gone. But when a company makes a profit, it's not taxed the same way. The money stays within the company. It can be reinvested to grow the business. It can be used to acquire other companies. This is where the real power lies. This is how the rich get richer. They don't just earn money, they use corporate money to create more value. I once interviewed a business owner who had been struggling for years. He ran a small diner. He worked 16-hour days. He was making a decent salary, but he wasn't getting ahead. His personal bank account was barely growing. He was stuck in the salary trap. Then one day, he got an offer to sell his diner. He was shocked by the price. It was a life-changing amount of money. He had always thought of his diner in terms of its daily profits. He thought of it in terms of his salary. He didn't realize that his business itself was a valuable asset. The building, the equipment, the reputation, the loyal customers, all of it had a value far beyond his daily take. He was playing the game of personal money, but his true wealth was in the corporate money he had built without even realizing it. This brings us to the biggest misconception about wealth. The idea that you can get rich by saving your salary? It's a noble effort. Saving is important. It's a foundational step. But it's almost impossible to become truly wealthy just by saving. Let's do some quick math. Imagine you make a really high salary, say $500,000 a year. That's a great income. But after taxes and after all your living expenses, how much can you actually save? Let's be generous. Let's say you're an incredible saver and you manage to put away $150,000 every single year. That's fantastic. At that rate, how long would it take you to get to $10 million? About 67 years. You would have to work for over half a century, saving a massive amount of your income every single year to reach that goal. And that's assuming you don't have any major life events. No kids, no medical emergencies, no unexpected expenses. It's an almost impossible scenario. This is why the rich don't play the salary game. They play the multiplication game. Salary is an addition game. You add a little bit to your savings account every month. You add a little bit to your retirement fund. It's a slow, steady process. But assets are different. Assets multiply. What do I mean by multiplication? Think about a piece of real estate. You buy a house, you fix it up, you rent it out. the value of that house can increase over time. The rental income can increase. The property itself is an asset that multiplies in value. And the beautiful thing is, it's not based on your personal effort. The house is working for you even when you're sleeping. The same goes for a business. You build a company, you have employees, the company generates revenue and profit. The value of that company is not just the sum of its parts, it's based on its potential for future growth. A company that generates $1 million in annual profit might be worth $10 million or even $20 million on the market. It's a multiplication of the profit. This is the fundamental shift in mindset. You have to stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like an owner. You have to stop playing the addition game and start playing the multiplication game. How do you get started? You don't need a huge amount of capital. You don't need to quit your job tomorrow. You can start small. You can start by building a small asset. Maybe it's a side business. Maybe it's a piece of real estate. Maybe it's investing in a small company. The key is to shift your focus from earning a salary to building something that has a value beyond your personal labor. One of the most important things to remember is the power of momentum. Once you have one asset, it becomes easier to build the next one. The money that your first asset generates can be used to acquire your second asset. It's a snowball effect. The first one is the hardest. The first asset is the most difficult to build. But once you have it, the game becomes so much easier. Think about the old saying, "It takes money to make money." It's true, but it's not about having a huge lump sum to begin with. It's about building a small asset that generates a small profit, and then using that small profit to acquire a slightly larger asset. It's about reinvesting. It's about a constant cycle of building and reinvesting. So, where do you start? Start by thinking about your skills. What are you good at? What do you enjoy doing? Can you turn that into a service? Can you turn that into a small business? It doesn't have to be a tech startup. It can be something simple, a landscaping business, a cleaning service, a bakery. The key is to create something that has value on its own. Once you have a business, you have something that can be sold. You have something that has a corporate value. And that corporate value is where the true wealth is hidden. It's not in the daily profits. It's not in the salary you pay yourself. It's in the sale price of the business. I once spoke to a woman who started a small cookie business out of her home. She was a great baker. Her friends loved her cookies. She started selling them at a local farmer's market. She was making a small profit, enough to cover her ingredients and a little extra spending money. She was playing the addition game. She was earning a small salary from her baking. But then an investor came along. They loved her cookies. They saw the potential. They offered to buy her business. They saw a brand. They saw a product that could be mass-produced. They saw a company that could be scaled. They offered her a huge sum of money, far more than she could ever have made from selling cookies one by one. She had built an asset without even knowing it. She had entered the world of multiplication. So the next time you feel stuck, the next time you feel like you're on that financial treadmill, remember this: your salary is just one part of the equation. It's the beginning of the journey, not the destination. The real secret to getting rich isn't about earning more. It's about building more. It's about building assets. It's about playing the multiplication game. Think of it like this. Your high-paying job is a fantastic starting point. It's like a good seed. You can use that salary to plant the seed. You can use it to build your first asset. And then you can use the fruits of that asset to plant more seeds. It's a continuous cycle. Don't chase the paycheck. Chase the assets. Don't focus on addition. Focus on multiplication. That's the real secret to financial freedom. That's the real secret to building lasting wealth.